World War I, also known as the Great War, was one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. But what caused this global catastrophe? And how did it reshape the world forever? It all began on June 28, 1914, when Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated in Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist. This single event ignited a chain reaction that plunged the world into war. Tensions had been brewing for years. Complex alliances between the Central Powers and the Allied powers dragged nations into the conflict. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and soon countries across Europe were drawn into the battle. World War I introduced a brutal new kind of warfare, trench warfare. Soldiers fought for months, sometimes years, in harsh conditions. The war also saw the first use of machine guns, poison gas, tanks and airplanes, making it one of the most technologically advanced and deadly conflicts of its time. Though centered in Europe, the war was truly global. Colonial forces from Africa, the Middle East and Asia were drawn into the fighting. In 1917, the United States entered the war, tipping the balance in favor of the Allies. By 1918, after 4 years of relentless bloodshed, the Central Powers were collapsing. The war officially ended on November 11, 1918, with the signing of an armistice, but the cost was staggering: over 16 million dead and entire nations in ruins. In 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed, placing heavy blame and reparations on Germany. The treaty was meant to secure peace, but it sowed the seeds for future conflict and instability, particularly in Europe. World War I didn't just change the borders of nations, it changed the world. Empires crumbled, new nations emerged, and the League of Nations was formed in a bid to prevent future wars. But this new world was fragile, and within 2 decades the stage was set for an even more devastating conflict, World War II. World War I was supposed to be the war to end all wars. Instead, it redefined global politics, technology, and warfare. Its legacy still echoes through history, shaping the world we live in today. Subscribe for more historical insights and learn how events like World War I shaped the course of history.